Do not be a dummy for the devil by trying to come against a child of God who knows the word of God and has the spirit of God, or else you're going to find out how sharp the word of God is and how deeply it cuts, especially when you try to come against a child of God who knows to wield the word of God and has no qualms cutting you deeply with it, to cut you off permanently, you devil. This message is about those who become dummies for the devil by trying to block a child of God from receiving the blessings of God, or putting themselves in a position that they think they cannot be removed and must therefore be a partaker in a blessing from God to his child. And we can learn a lot from Genesis 29, when Jacob had made a covenant with Laban to marry his younger daughter Rachel. And after working for 7 years, Laban pulled a switch and had Jacob marry and consummate that marriage to Leah, the older daughter, instead. And Jacob didn't realize what had happened until he woke up the following day. But Leah, despite God having mercy upon her and blessing her, there were still curses. The same way Leah had taken something from that belonged to Rachel is the same way Shechem raped Dinah, Leah's daughter. Likewise, when Jacob was blessing all of his sons, Leah's eldest son, Reuben, was embarrassed on that day when Jacob said about Reuben, "Unstable as water, thou shalt not excel, because thou wentest upon thy father's bed." Reuben actually slept with with Bilhah, one of Jacob's concubines, and he was embarrassed on that day when Jacob re-eared it again. And it's also written in scriptures for all to see. In Genesis 38, Judah had unknowingly slept with his daughter-in-law Tamar, and when she was discovered, the pronouncement of judgment upon her was that she was going to be burned to death. However, upon further inquiry, Judah determined that Tamar was actually more righteous than him because he had not fulfilled a promise to her, and that spared her life. But how much more when a devil tries to get a child of God into a covenant and is found unrighteous? May the fire of God fall from heaven and consume them, like what is depicted in the image or in the back of this video. In Joshua 9, the Gibeonites used deception to try to get the Israelites into a covenant with them, and they could have broken it in accordance to Leviticus 6, 1-7. But the Gibeonites were cursed as a result of their actions. 2 Samuel 4, Rechab and Baanah, 2 men went upon Ishbosheth's bed and killed him while he slept. And David had both men executed for what they did to a man while he slept.